Right, ebuson mo bibia kwa ba famra 2 kings and blossom e wo YouTube so ase ebuson aba ensem ahodo a ekoso e wo Ghana say ne de so me hwefo enyina na ebuson de tin say info bi aba betodwa ne nyina afa eye the new patriotic party na ebuson we efi eye maame e friend say Ursula Owusu ho ana eba ebuson ensem ne de ano de ne pen ye ensem de aba betodwa sese na akwafa eye oyene kese ye de abre party no ana me ba bibiem e wo ha say ama wo so hu de Kwesi NPP party ne mesro sans ne be concern so wadaruma ubu any ndi kwa so when you subscribe from my YouTube channel here now wa subscribe the we are now the bell notification icon there so at was the be next time be drop video say beka video ni bi and 10 times no bisa the thing answer Ursula Owusu ana ba bontin a odi nsem bi aba betodwa we dey okotwero edit to one of the social media handles a ye ne dia no eso na brofo twetwe ne say anu odi ne pen ye ne nyina to fa bom ne say yes say abra na NPP amite so no akatwiasem impo for eye MPs no na adani asem ministers na adani asem yes na chese enkoye kwakwakwakwa na maami ba bontin be kan yi ana chese open kese fence Kwesi Pratt and so I reply na abusua enya asem ketu akura ze say party no moye de pen yi yenko gisansi mu enchemu emfambra medin ede kwam gentle
na yo
man Pratt
Ursula Owusu akasa wo. Mami na kasa. Tronsem. Masa nyesam kitwa o.
Sa? Oti brofozo.
Enfantim yesi apartar. Nsam apartar.
Evadega okane.
Apartar.
I don't know what you're doing. Oh. Why go do so dia bo kisa wa kwasi. Say so dia ho.
Masa na Ursula Owusu one tro.
Ide bi go na woka.
Brofo no hote na nsam no so wodu. Na kesi. Wo say Enfian wotwe a obedi omampanin no. MPs, members of parliament. Ghana mind tua wonka wia. Akuffo Addo su tua wonka.
Okasa.
Yes, o de meba. Na sika Akuffo Addo di tua wonka no kra no. Edo so chain ya Ghana mind di tua wonka. Hey. Wow. And Akuffo Addo no discuss with power. MPs 127. Ghana mind tua wonka wia. Akuffo Addo tua wonka e buru ni Ghana mind di tua won no so. Wose party no ehia sika dia ye biribiara efiri na Akuffo Addo bottom ono na eka ho anya me na meka masa dia office me bo ma me kan cheo we honorable madam Ursula Owusu Ekufu o say Nana Akuffo Addo thanks all of you who are busy vilifying him today and blaming him for our defeat. I am sure you would all have given him the credit if we had won. Thank you for saying the man who held this party together for 8 years in opposition and 8 years in government actively worked to ensure that his vice president, whom he had helped throughout their 16-year close friendship, lost. Never mind that his final ambition was to hand over to an NPP president, and he said so often. The man who financed all structures of the party every month for 8 years, sending monthly allowances to every constituency, region, and national office, hates the NPP. Not to mention the monthly top up he provided for all MPs for 8 years, which was more than our take-home pay. Madam Natural Brofuno, which was more than our take-home pay.
But that can be right. How can a top up be more than your take? It says top up. Could you see Brofuno?
Or see top up as a suchen.
Oh, that's a man in your parliament. It's not correct.
And to Uji Kaka.
Oh, that be the best. I will say Brofuno. Brofuno Woka was a top up. And top up more than pay.
Or no, what road I make.
Yeah, they said, as far as come to me, just and this, if you will be like, oh, not Troy, the way on the Troy.
Oh, no, Troy. I know the people and I will discuss. Hey, not to mention the monthly top-up he provided for all MPs for 8 years, which was more than our take-home pay. But he now say he wanted to destroy the party he sweated to help build.
But how can top up be bigger than the and I make a was said I was so timber for pa. Oh, that's how they would uncle who did someone Kwesi. Uncle do on the organ now. Mamma take do this someone. Because the camera for Manaha. What timber for pa? No, say Esla crack allegedly. Say there be set top up. Now you not top up the switch the main salary. Ah, Kwesi. Oh, them say una wo quote wo. E be na try. Una wo quote wo.
Quote you.
Yeah, I don't know so laptop we Kwesi Pratt. I don't know laptop wa.
Me kind Emma wo hu ya wo try. Hey. Master tell me o. Hey. We now say he wanted to destroy the party he sweated to help build. Thank you. The man who kept the lights on, our children in school, provided jobs for countless people, built more roads than any of his predecessors, among others, is now being seen as the worst villain. He thanks all of you, Odamasi. After a lifetime of sacrifice for democracy, hey, the rule of law, and building a political brand, we can look him in the face or call him all manner of names behind his back. He says no problem. He accepts all the blame. Just because he could not appoint every one of the 4 million plus core supporters and sympathizers of the NPP to positions in his government, those who didn't get appointments or were dissatisfied in one way or the other, blame him. That is fine. Like all humans, he also made mistakes, but we expected more from him because he's a Superman. But the question some of us are grappling with now is, if we don't appreciate the efforts of people like Nana Akuffo Addo, is the NPP worth dying for? Madam Ursula Owusu. Now in Kadna, NPP lawyer Bishop Yinam. Hey, NPP. Hey,
And when you now try one on a good sorry about here.
There you may buy you be a send me by minimum smile becca.
It yet now could be a who peace.
Into your kind and be a
Hey, some money. I pay you this money. I'm going to know. And the girl like what somebody did. What you brought? What you got someone in number? Yeah, do a car way in a swag over. Man, brother.
Maybe I'm a banana customer, especially as in Nakumio. Was it not Pukuhuni? I want me iPad. It's not about to buy. And now come here. Minister and I could be a ban what the side is fixing. And that with the message, so yeah, I'm going to say, fee, not the energy.
What does it say?
Fito. Masa Pacho. Na papa no so ti brofo.
O say wan ya papa ya.
Mi bi na dodge mi but no grandma. E dey me ba o ti brofo tu. Ai! Brofo dey can say.
O so say time ko na. Oh, ada we wan che ho sa.
Ya che ho. Ye nyanche we dey tra ho. O say Honorable Ursula Owusu,
Man Pratt,
spare us this emotional blackmail and revisionist history. If Nana Akuffo Addo truly held the party together, why is the NPP now a fractured, disgraced shadow of its former self after his reckless, arrogant, and self-serving leadership? You want us to bow in gratitude for his sacrifices while ignoring the rampant corruption, economic disaster, and blatant betrayal of the very values he once claimed to champion. Let's dismantle this weak defense piece by piece. Hey, here. You boast about him financing party structures. How noble. Yet under his watch, the NPP became a personal empire where dissent was crushed and loyalty was rewarded with unchecked greed. What good are monthly allowances when the party's integrity was auctioned off to the highest bidder? You claim he wanted to hand over the party to an NPP president. Then why did he systematically undermine every strong successor except the one he thought he could control? Why did his inner circle spend years sabotaging Bawumia only to turn around and pretend they cared about party unity? The hypocrisy is staggering. You praise him for building roads and keeping the lights on, but at what cost? Billions of suffocating debts, businesses collapsing daily, and a currency in free fall. Ghanaians now look back at the Dumso era with nostalgia, because at least then the suffering wasn't packaged with empty slogans and IMF humiliation. You dismiss his failures as mere mistakes, as if his leadership was just a series of innocent blunders. No! This was deliberate. A government run on arrogance, nepotism, a complete disregard for accountability. He surrounded himself with incompetent yes men, ignored warnings, and treated Ghana like his personal inheritance. And then you have the nerve to suggest critics are just bitter because they didn't get appointments. The problem was never that he couldn't appoint all 4 million NPP supporters. It's that he filled his government with, hey, with the master assembly, with the small, yeah.
Actually, I'm mankind.
I'm mankind. Ono na sem na me masem.
Kwesi Pratt is the one.
See, the problem is that.
But I'm Kwesi.
Yes, sir.
Did they all kind of ujini nyinedi?
What's it?
Ujini nyinedi.
Money. Nana money. I want to see as one kind net in Australia. Akwana can say make say wow. Also, the problem was never that he couldn't appoint all 4 million NPP supporters. Is that he filled his government with Minka.
Minka.
And you may
first
word the mood do Minka. Cousins and cronies, while genuine party loyalists were cast aside. But first word the Achim Mafia